Thank you guys for coming and seeing part 2. So in this video, I haven't even edited it yet, but we're still out here filming the outro from video 1. Whatever. What I'm trying to say is, I think this is where we start doing our foundation, maybe some framing work. Thanks for watching. Like I said, got a lot to do, don't know how to do it, gonna get to it. But yeah, this is part 2 of the shed build. Alright boys and girls, we are back here. It's been 2 days after we set our mortar and our J-bolts into our foundation. We have a barrier between the bottom and the floor joist, I guess you could call it. And let's check it out. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that, yes sir. That means we did a pretty good job on our center blocks on the bottom. So from this side to this side's level, this is our high side. As you can see, the ground's pretty much even. And that side, we have a couple inches coming off. So that makes me a happy camper. I'm gonna tighten these down and then start working on the sides. Alright, so we have been working on getting our 2x8s down and square. We ran into a problem. So a very small problem. Tapcons. I refuse to read instructions. And the instructions clearly say you need to pre-drill a hole with a hammer drill, a quarter-inch deeper than what it should be, and then it'll go in. So I attempted to put 3 or 4 Tapcons into that board, into the concrete that we poured. Little did I know that it was 4,000 PSI concrete and just snapped my Tapcons right in half. So we have gotten new Tapcons and new masonry bits. We're gonna get this board back down nice and square, and we're gonna send our Tapcons into the wood. I know I haven't showed you guys a lot of the small stuff as we're working. We do have the time lapse going. It's one of those things, we're trying to get this project done faster than we're trying to record a YouTube video. So anyway, we're gonna keep working on it, and we will see you guys in a little bit. So what we're doing now is we're laying out our first 6-foot wall. So you can see that I've marked 16 inches on center. I put these boards side by side when I marked them, so the top board and the bottom board are the same. And I'm going to be putting 2 screws in each board from the outboard. And we're going to do, so the way that this shed is going to work, since a lot of deliberation, we're going to have 3 6-foot high walls with a double top plate and an 8-foot wall with a door. and then our rafters doing that 12-3 pitch. So at this point, I'm just gonna start putting the framing together, get just essentially building walls, and then once my walls are built, then we can worry about everything else. But I gotta build some walls. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna get all these screwed in and then build our first wall. We have our 4 walls framed. So what we have here is we have our jack studs at 81.5 inches, which will put us exactly at 82.5. No, sorry, 81 inches. So this will put us at 82.5 when we cut our base plate out for our door. Our jack studs are supported by 2 2x4s. It's going on a well house. I didn't want to sandwich plywood. I didn't think it was really necessary. Those 2 are the other headers that I messed up and didn't cut at the proper length. Anyway, toenailed them in. They're good to go. This is our final wall. This is our only 8-foot wall, which will give us, like I said, that 12-3 pitch on the entrance. So it's getting a little late. It's already about 5 o'clock. So we could go and put these walls up. They'll still be a little flimsy until we get our siding on it, but we could get it in there today. We can get the walls up today if we wanted to. I kind of think we should get the walls up today so I think we have enough time to get the walls up and get the siding on.
Okay.
Anyway, this project is taking me way too long. This is definitely something that more experienced person could do in a day. That's not me. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna get working. Okay guys, it's rained, it's been gross, so now it's time to put the walls up. It's been about a week since we started this project. So what we have here is we have our 2x6s set down with Tabcons and actual anchor bolts. We have our new another barrier set down. So what we're going to be doing is putting Lexel in between the barrier and the 2x4 that sits on top. That's the reason I stapled it the way I did. The issue is our big bolts that we have here are going to get in the way of our 2x4. So we're going to get our 2x4s, kind of situate them, and then actually kind of have to wallow out a little hole on the base of the 2x4 so they'll sit flat. That's our next move. Once we find out exactly where those 2x4s are going to sit and they fit perfectly, then we'll Lexel everything and then actually get them bolted or screwed down to the actual 2x6s below. And so that's our next move. We're going to get that done. Hopefully get the walls up today. I bought a bunch of rafter hangers that will actually work for our bird's mouth rafters, so hopefully that's going to get done today. I have big aspirations for today, maybe even siding, but I have no clue. We have house wrap, we have everything we need, so I think I might be a few 2x6s and 2x4s short, so we'll see as the day goes. half-ass shed well house build. So we've got our walls up. They're all squared and plumb and true and fun. So a couple things that we're keeping an eye out for. So we put some hardware cloth here. Now this is not going to be our final step for this pipe. The goal is here is what we're going to do is when we put our siding up, we're actually going to cut it down the center of the stud and right at the height of the pipe. And what we'll do is we'll take this square portion out. So the siding will be secured by the rest of the studs, and then we will actually have our siding have the divot cut out of it and then slide up on it around the thing, and then we'll caulk it and make it there. So we also have the house wrap for this thing, but we're a few 2x6s short and a couple 2x4 short, and so we also need a ladder. So I'm gonna go borrow a ladder from a buddy so I can actually get on top of this thing and start doing the stud work. Another issue that we, came up to us while we were putting these walls in is we only have about 4 inches from this well house. So the goal here was to have the gutter come down and fill a rain barrel roughly around this area somewhere here. That rain barrel could be then turned on and used for the trees. So we're gonna make our overhang probably about 2 inches off the back there, and hopefully that gives us enough to do a drain pipe and then kind of curve it around even with the siding on. So we're pushing very close there. But yeah, we're gonna go get a ladder, go maybe get some 2x6s, 2x6x10s and some 2x4s. I need about 3 2x6s. I didn't account for the spots in between the rafters, my fill blocks, so I need that for the front and the rear, and then we need the 2x4s to build in the triangle here so we can actually attach our siding to at the top. Anyway, thanks for watching. We're just gonna keep working.